Hi, this is Dwight with Unleash Billions, Luxury, Motivation, and Success, and welcome to part 5, where we will be going over some of the best wealth and success quotes of all time. Let's get into it. Here's some inspiring quotes on money and wealth. Before you speak, listen. Before you write, think. Before you spend, earn. Before you invest, investigate. Before you criticize, wait. Before you pray, forgive. Before you quit, try. Before you retire, save. Before you die, give. William A. Ward. It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor. Seneca. Money is only a tool. It will take you wherever you wish, but it will not replace you as the driver. Ayn Rand. Only buy something that you'd be perfectly happy to hold if the market shuts down for 10 years. Warren Buffett. Not he who has much is rich, but he who gives much. Erich Fromm. Time is more valuable than money. You can get more money, but you cannot get more time. Jim Rohn. The person who does not know where his next dollar is coming from usually doesn't know where his last dollar went. Unknown quote. It doesn't matter about money. Having it, not having it. Or having clothes, or not having them. You're still left alone with yourself at the end. Billy Idol. Money does not buy you happiness, but lack of money certainly buys you misery. Daniel Kahneman. Expect the best. Prepare for the worst. Capitalize on what comes. Zig Ziglar. It's good to have money and things that money can buy. But it's good, too, to check up once in a while and make sure that you haven't lost the things that money can't buy. George Lorimer. I don't pay good wages because I have a lot of money. I have a lot of money because I pay good wages. Robert Bosch. Making money is a common sense. It's not rocket science. But unfortunately, when it comes to money, common sense is uncommon. Robert Kiyosaki. That man is richest, whose pleasures are cheapest. Henry David Thoreau. Money is like love. It kills slowly and painfully the one who withholds it, and enlivens the other who turns it on his fellow man. Khalil Gibran. It is a kind of spiritual snobbery that makes people think they can be happy without money. Albert Camus. The money you have gives freedom. The money you pursue enslaves you. Jean-Jacques Rousseau. Wealth is the ability to fully experience life. Henry David Thoreau. Money is like muck, not good unless it be spread. Francis Bacon. It's not the employer who pays the wages. Employers only handle the money. It's the customer who pays the wages. Henry Ford. Money is multiplied in practical value depending on the number of W's you control in your life. What you do, when you do it, where you do it, and with whom you do it. Tim Ferriss. If you would be wealthy, think of saving as well as getting. Ben Franklin. I will tell you the secret to getting rich on Wall Street. You try to be greedy when others are fearful, and you try to be fearful when others are greedy. Warren Buffett. Capital as such is not evil. It is its wrong use that is evil. Capital in some form or other will always be needed. Gandhi. They deem me mad because I will not sell my days for gold, and I deem them mad because they think my days have a price. Khalil Gibran. I made my money the old-fashioned way. I was very nice to a wealthy relative right before he died. Malcolm Forbes. If we command our wealth, we shall be rich and free. If our wealth commands us, we are poor indeed. Edmund Burke. When a fellow says it ain't the money, but the principle of the thing, it's the money. Artemis Ward. Wealth is like seawater. The more we drink, the thirstier we become, and the same is true of fame. Arthur Schopenhauer. The real measure of your wealth is how much you'd be worth if you lost all your money. Unknown quote. He who loses money loses much. He who loses a friend loses much more. He who loses faith loses all. Eleanor Roosevelt. Happiness is not in the mere possession of money. It lies in the joy of achievement, in the thrill of creative effort. Franklin D. Roosevelt. To acquire money requires valor. To keep money requires prudence. And to spend money, well, is an art. To acquire money requires valor. To keep money requires prudence. And to spend money well is an art. Berthold Auerbach. Money is good for nothing unless you know the value of it by experience. P.T. Barnum. Never spend your money before you have earned it. Thomas Jefferson. The habit of saving is itself an education. It fosters every virtue, teaches self-denial, cultivates the sense of order, trains to forethought, and so broadens the mind. T.T. Munger. Money may not buy happiness, but I'd rather cry in a Jaguar than on a bus. Francois Sagan. Many folks think they aren't good at earning money, when what they don't know is how to use it. Frank A. Clark. When I had money, everyone called me a brother. When I had money, everyone called me brother. Polish proverb. Many people take no care of their money till they come nearly to the end of it, and others do just the same with their time. Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. Earn with your mind, not your time. Naval Ravikant. Never stand begging for that which you have the power to earn. Miguel de Cervantes. I pity that man who wants a coat so cheap that the man or woman who produces the cloth shall starve in the process. Benjamin Harrison. Empty pockets never held anyone back. Only empty heads and empty hearts can do that. Norman Vincent Peale. Money often costs too much. Ralph Waldo Emerson. If you want to know what a man is really like, take notice of how he acts when he loses money. Simone Weil. A wise person should have money in their head, but not in their heart. Jonathan Swift. Good is wealth when there is no guilt attached to it. Jesus Surratt. To have what you want is wealth, but doing it without wealth is power. George Bernard Shaw. As wealth grows, worry follows. Horace. They are rich who have true friends. Thomas Fuller. Money alone does not make you unhappy. Peter Falk. It's often perceived as unfair that people who have a straw on the brain also have money like hay. Gerard Uhlenbrook. The world has enough for everyone's needs, but not everyone's greed. Mahatma Gandhi. What does money matter? Love is more than money. Oscar Wilde. Money rules the world. Appearances do not deceive. Wolfgang Macher. Money never made a man happy yet, nor will it. There is nothing in its nature to produce happiness. The more a man has, the more he wants. Instead of filling a vacuum, it makes one. Benjamin Franklin. Wealth is not about having a lot of money. It's about having a lot of options. Chris Rock. A simple fact is that it's hard to learn that the time to save money is when you have some. Joe Moore. Know what you own and know why you own it. Peter Lynch. Money isn't everything, but it ranks right up there with oxygen. Rita Davenport. You can only become truly accomplished at something you love. Don't make money your goal. Instead, pursue the things you love doing, and then do them so well that people can't take their eyes off you. Maya Angelou. Don't tell me where your priorities are. Show me where you spend your money, and I'll tell you what they are. James W. Frick. It is better to have a permanent income than to be fascinating. Oscar Wilde. Formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune. Jim Rohn. Buy when everyone else is selling and hold until everyone else is buying. That's not just a catchy slogan, it's the very essence of successful investing. J. Paul Getty. Don't let the fear of losing be greater than the excitement of winning. Robert Kiyosaki. Here's a money and wealth quote by Henry Ford. If money is your hope for independence, you will never have it. The only real security that a man will have in this world is a reserve of knowledge, experience, and ability. I love money. I love everything about it. I bought some pretty good stuff. Got me a $300 pair of socks. Got a fur sink, an electric dog polisher, a gasoline-powered turtleneck sweater, and of course, I bought some dumb stuff too. Steve Martin. Everyone wants to ride with you in the limo, but what you want is someone who will take the bus with you when the limo breaks down. Oprah Winfrey. Every time you borrow money, you're robbing your future self. Nathan W. Morris. Investing should be more like watching paint dry or watching grass grow. If you want excitement, take $800 and go to Las Vegas. Paul Samuelson. There's only one boss, the customer, and he can fire everybody in the company from the chairman on down simply by spending his money somewhere else. Sam Walton. Success is not the result of making money. Earning money is the result of success, and success is in direct proportion to our service. Earl Nightingale. The stock market is designed to transfer money from the active to the patient. Warren Buffett. Like Warren, I had a considerable passion to get rich, not because I wanted Ferraris. I wanted the independence. I desperately wanted it. Charles Munger. Is the rich world aware of how 4 billion of the 6 billion live? If we were aware, we would want to help out. We'd want to get involved. Bill Gates. If you don't value your time, neither will others. Stop giving away your time and talents. Value what you know and start charging for it. Kim Garst. If you want to get rich, remember that the way to do it is via equity, not salary. Sam Altman. No wealth can ever make a bad man at peace with himself. Plato. There are a great many people accumulating what they think is vast wealth, but it's only money. Alan Watts. It's simple arithmetic. Your income can grow only to the extent you do. T. Harv Eker. The individual investor should act consistently as an investor and not as a speculator. Ben Graham. Wealth does not make people happy, but positive increases in wealth may. Nassim Nicholas Taleb. 99% of all problems can be solved by money, and for the other 1%, there's alcohol. Quentin R. Bufogel. Spend your money on the things money can buy. Spend your time on the things money can't buy. Haruki Murakami. If you have trouble imagining a 20% loss in the stock market, you shouldn't be in stocks. John Bogle. The fools in life want things fast and easy. Money, success, attention. Robert Greene. It's amazing how fast later comes when you buy now. Milton Berle. Remember that the only purpose of money is to get you what you want. So think hard about what you value and put it above money. Ray Dalio. Wealth, after all, is a relative thing, since he that has little and wants less is richer than he that has much and wants more. Charles Caleb Colton. A sign of wealth, no longer needing an alarm clock to wake up. Greg Eisenberg. With certain limits, it is actually true that the less money you have, the less you worry. George Orwell. The 4 most expensive words in the English language are, "This time it's different." Sir John Templeton. Be careful to leave your sons well instructed rather than rich, for the hopes of the instructed are better than the wealth of the ignorant. Epictetus. Money grows on the tree of persistence. Japanese proverb. The more you learn, the more you earn. Warren Buffett. I think everybody should get rich and famous and do everything they ever dreamed of so that they can see that it is not the answer. Jim Carrey. Real wealth is not about money. Real wealth is not having to go to meetings, not having to spend time with jerks, not being locked into status games, not feeling like you have to say yes, not worrying about others claiming your time and energy. Real wealth is about freedom. James Clear. Try to save something while your salary is small. It's impossible to save after you begin to earn more. Jack Benny. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Epictetus. The rich invest their money and spend what is left. The poor spend their money and invest what is left. Jim Rohn. How many millionaires do you know who have become wealthy by investing in savings accounts? I rest my case. Robert G. Allen. So many people of wealth understand much more about making and saving money than about using and enjoying it. They fail to live because they are always preparing to live. Alan Watts. And the last quote for this video. Stop buying things you don't need to impress people you don't even like. Susie Orman. It was great having you here on Unleash Billions Luxury, Motivation, and Success. Hopefully you'll join us again next time. Thank you.